Hey everyone, I've been taking a bit of a personal hiatus from YouTube at the moment, but I figured since I haven't really made a video like this before about my Godzilla collection, I figured I'd make one for it, so if some of you were curious about which movies and stuff that I own, I'm gonna go through all this, and I hope you enjoy it, cat. My cat is upstairs freaking out. But before I get to all of this, I'm gonna go through my boys. Okay? I didn't start collecting Godzilla figures until I think around the time I started doing my Godzilla reviews on Coop's Reviews. I think like, what was it? Almost 2 years ago? Damn. But anyways, I don't know which one I got in order. Actually, I think I got this one in order, but I'll just go by side by side. Hi, cat. This is a figure by NECA. All these figures are by NECA, except these two. I don't know who those made those, but all the big ones are from NECA. But this is the original 54 Godzilla, and it actually looks pretty sick. I was really happy I got this one. And next is the 1964 Godzilla that appeared in Mothra vs. Godzilla. It's one of my favorite Godzilla designs, and I think this is probably the best, like, figure by NECA I think I've gotten. And, yeah, I love this one. This one has a massive fucking tail, if you could see. But this is Bio Goji from Godzilla vs. Biollante versus King Ghidorah, and it was also used for underwater scenes in vs. Mothra 92. But, this is my favorite Godzilla design, and this is again by NECA. I think they did a solid job with this figure, but I don't understand why his torso is like slanted, so he looks a bit crooked. But apart from that, the detail's pretty solid, and pretty good. This one's also by NECA. It's the Space Godzilla design, so I think it's Rado Goji or whatever it's called. It looks a bit shiny for my liking. I think the Bio Goji figure they did was better, but this one's okay. I think this was like the first Godzilla figure I ever bought, and it was based off Rado Goji / Bio Goji, which is my favorite Godzilla design, so I figured, why not? And speaking of Bio Goji, this is the first technical Bio Goji figure I ever bought. It's a minifigure. I forget who made this, but it's really cute. And, of course, I bought another figure by the same company. It's the Final Goji from Final Wars. I thought it was pretty sick. I want to get, like, a regular figure for... I want to try to get figures this big, for all the Godzilla designs. It might cost a lot to do, but, hey, whatever. Alright, now for the main event. I started collecting Godzilla movies about a decade ago, I think. Since I started getting into Godzilla, which was around 2007, I've been trying to track down every Godzilla movie, and I have every movie, and I'm gonna go down the list. I don't have Godzilla vs. Kong, obviously, because the DVD and Blu-ray isn't out yet, but I did see it. It's a fun movie. Don't expect a review anytime soon, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to go in chronological order. I organized them by chronological order by release. And as you can see, it's not just movies, it's also like soundtracks and shit. So, let's just go by era, I guess. And I'll get to that big boy later. But, these two DVDs are the Classic Media DVDs. It contains every movie Classic Media was able to get their licensing on. Yeah, Classic Media. It has, well, I mean, just look at the back. It has Gojira, which is the original Godzilla. I think, actually, Classic Media was the first to release the Japanese version of Gojira, like in the States and whatnot, which is pretty sick. It also has the American cut, King of the Monsters with Raymond Burr, and Raids Again, and the original Mothra vs. Godzilla. And, of course, Volume 2 has their other movies, which is Ghidra, Invasion of Astro Monster, All Monsters Attack, aka Godzilla's Revenge, and Terror of Mechagodzilla. And I have like the single DVDs of Versus Mothra and Terror right there. but I'll get to them when I get to them. And the reason I bought these DVDs was because before this existed, these were the only options we had besides Criterion's single first Godzilla movie release. But I noticed that I was going to get them as individual DVDs like Mothra and Terror, but I noticed that I think Classic Media's licensing with Godzilla expired, I guess. So the DVDs started going out of print and the prices started raising. But I saw that the collection wasn't, so I figured, okay, I can't get them as individual cases, but I'll get the DVDs at least. So I bought this, and for a good while it was a decent option to watch some of the Showa movies. But I'm happy Criterion made that, but I'll get to it. Alright, this is the original Mothra, which is a solid movie, and yeah, not much else to say about it. It was done by Mill Creek Entertainment. This is a steelbook, and it's a pretty solid Blu-ray. I figured I'd get the original Mothra, because might as well, and I also have the Rebirth movies, but I'll get to them. It's a decent movie, but I personally prefer its technical sequel and first crossover with Godzilla, Mothra vs. Godzilla. It basically tells the same plot as the first Mothra, but I think better, in my opinion. So, yeah, I recommend both these movies. They're really good, especially if you love Mothra. Okay, these two. These two are... oh man, these DVDs are very interesting. Okay, so they were released by Tokyo Shock, or Media Blasters, and as you can see, I have the version of these DVDs that have bonus features on them. Why is that such a big deal? Well, I mean, you can't see it on the Megalon DVD, but on the back of their Destroy All Monsters DVD, they have a few bonus features on them. And this one also has bonus features too. But the thing is, these versions of the DVDs were actually recalled by demand by Toho, because Toho didn't, give them permission to put bonus features on the DVDs. So they recalled a bunch of the DVDs and released them again, but without the bonus features, so they were just bare-bone releases, just with the movie and whatnot. But, as you can see, the ones with the bonus features are still being sold online, and to my knowledge, I don't think any of these bonus features appear on the Criterion book. So I went out of my way to track these down. I found Destroy All Monsters for pretty cheap. This one's not too hard to find, at least at the time I got it. But the Versus Megalon one, I got it off Amazon. I got this off eBay. I got this one off Amazon, and the listing specifically listed the banned version with the special features. So I was just like, okay, I'll get that one. So that's how I got this one, and of course got it from eBay. And pretty happy I have them. The bonus features, they're not amazing or anything, and I'm not too upset that they weren't put on the Criterion book. But at the same time, I'm happy I got these. They're kind of rare. And Versus Megalon I'm especially happy about, because Versus Megalon was the first Japanese Godzilla movie I ever technically watched. It's a lot of fun. That's the one with the drop kick, so pretty sick. Alright, this one I was so fucking happy I got. This is the original Sony TriStar DVD release of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the original from 1974. And the picture quality on this one is so fucking good. And for the longest time, until this bad boy, this was the only official release of the movie in America, and it went out of print and was super expensive for the longest time. Until, out of nowhere, I found someone selling new copies of the DVD, I guess I got from a warehouse or something, and it was just $30. I'm just like, what? $30 for this awesome DVD? Fuck yeah! So, that's how I got it, and I was so happy I got it. And I'm gonna assume the transfer on this DVD is the same one on the Criterion Collection Blu-ray thing. So, yeah, pretty sick. It doesn't have bonus features or anything like that, but it's still super cool. And now the last movie in the Showa era. This is actually the first DVD, Godzilla DVD I ever bought. Mainly because it was $5, back then. I think 2013, 14, something like that. When Classic Media was still selling these. Also, if you notice that there are these weird marks, for long-time viewers of my channel, you may remember Paco, bless his heart, but when I used to have all these DVDs up on display, like on a DVD rack, Paco would hop on top of them and just chew the top of them. So some of the Blu-rays and DVDs, you might notice the little marks on them, so if you're wondering what those are, it's because of Paco. You know, rest in peace, I love you, little guy, and I miss you, but you fucked up my DVDs. But, Terror of Mechagodzilla was the last Godzilla movie in the Showa era, and it was also directed by Ishiro Honda, which is interesting, and he was the director of the original Godzilla and so many of the Showa movies. So it was a nice little farewell to the era, and I think it was nice that Ishiro came back to helmet, especially since apparently the writer for the movie, she demanded Ishiro Honda direct it because she wanted him, and he was very honored by that, so pretty sick. Got all that trivia from Big Action Bill, I think that's his username. Go check out his Godzilla videos, they're so fucking good, please. I'll leave a link to in the description. This right here is a soundtrack for the original King Kong vs. Godzilla, and it's a vinyl record. Now, this was released by Doxy Cinematic, I think that's their name. I could be wrong. Doxy Music or whatever the fuck. But it was a European exclusive release, and it's not amazing, it's not like the best vinyl quality ever. I just got it because collector's sake, and they did one for the original Godzilla from 1954 that I thought about getting, but not too sure about that. But I do have their King Kong one, and it cost me like $20 on Amazon, so figured, yeah, why not? So, and that's one of my favorite Godzilla soundtracks ever. I love Akira Fukube's music, he fucking legend, Akira. Alright, now, the big boy. This is my latest addition to my collection of Godzilla. It is the Criterion's beautiful fucking collection of every Godzilla movie in the Showa era. Yeah, I'm being fucking serious. Look, all these are Blu-rays, and they're every Godzilla movie. It is fucking crazy in the Showa era, not every movie in the series, but you know. But yeah, they basically, when I think Classic Media lost the license to do their DVDs and shit, Criterion took it, which made me really happy because I love Criterion and I love all their Blu-rays and shit. So they basically got the rights to every single Godzilla movie in the Showa era from 54 to 75. And they well, it's not a perfect collection. Unfortunately, Toho didn't give them the best sources to remaster the movies for Blu-ray. Like, they don't have the best picture quality. Like, they're not super awesome quality like the 4K and whatnot. But I still think they did a really good job with this. And what made me really happy is that this is the first ever time the Japanese cut of the original King Kong vs. Godzilla was released in America. Because for the longest time, we just had the shitty US edit by Universal. And it made me very happy. Well, though what's a bit weird is that even though disc 2 is for King Kong vs. Godzilla, it's only the American cut on this disc. You have to actually go to disc 8, the supplements disc. That's where the Japanese cut of King Kong vs. Godzilla is, and I don't know why. I feel like they could have easily dedicated a disc to King Kong vs. Godzilla, so I'm not too sure. And I think disc 1 is just a reprint of their individual Godzilla 54 Blu-ray release, which I don't mind. So, while it's not a perfect, like, release, but, cat. I still think that Criterion did the best job they could with the sources they were given, and if you're a Godzilla fan, I recommend getting this. Because of this Blu-ray, I was able to finally own every single Godzilla movie. So this completed my collection, which I'm going to show you the rest of. But get this when you can, because when it goes out of print, holy fuck. Good luck. Okay, so that was the Showa era. Now we're going to go to the Heisei era, which is 84 to 95. Okay, this one was a long wait. This is Godzilla 1984, or Return of Godzilla. It is the movie they made in, obviously, 1984, and it revived Godzilla after Terror of Mechagodzilla. And it's a decent movie, but for some reason, because of weird licensing issues, it took like 30 years for them to give this movie a release in America that wasn't VHS, because we were always stuck with the American re-edit, Godzilla 1985. And I think that version of the movie is sadly still having legal issues, which is why this Blu-ray by Kraken Releasing is mainly, it's just the Japanese cut, which I don't mind, I prefer the Japanese version. But I still think it would have been cool if they did a Criterion and included the Japanese and American cuts. But, you know, better than nothing. I'm happy the original cut is available in the States finally. And, yeah. Okay, these two releases. It's funny that they're both side by side, but one at a time. This is Godzilla vs. Biollante. It is the sequel to Godzilla 1984. And it's a decent movie, but the weird thing about this one is that this DVD, the reason why I have this on DVD is because by the time I was able to get a copy of this movie, the DVD and Blu-ray by Miramax, or who else did it, Echo Bridge, had been out of print for so fucking long that the Blu-ray is over $100, probably multiple hundreds of dollars, and the DVD at the time I was able to get it was like 30 to 40, so good fucking luck if you want to complete your Godzilla collection, because this is probably the hardest, well, I mean, I'm about to get to the other one, but this is one of the hardest movies to get a copy of. It is fucking bullshit. I don't know what's going on with the distribution rights for this movie in America. These are all American releases, but I swear to God, Kraken or someone, buy the rights to this movie and reprint the fucking Blu-ray. This is the only Godzilla movie I don't have on Blu-ray. It's so frustrating. Well, besides this piece of shit, but this is the last Godzilla movie that matters to me that I don't have on Blu-ray, and it's bullshit. Speaking of Blu-ray, this release is decent. It's the first in my Sony Godzilla collection. It comes with the Japanese audio and whatnot, which is pretty sick. But for some reason, every other Sony Blu-ray, like the Toho Godzilla collection Blu-ray that they did, this one's out of print. And it's super hard to find. So it's really fucking expensive, and I don't know why. I guess Sony just let their distribution rights, I can't fucking talk, they let the rights for these two movies expire, so they figured, fuck it, just stop printing the Blu-ray. Who the fuck's buying Godzilla? Haha. So, this one's out of print, and the last I checked, it's like $100 to $200 on eBay, so these two, good fucking luck getting these two, because holy shit, it's fucking bullshit. God. And these are two of the best Heisei movies. They're two of the best ones. Why are they out of print? This is bullshit. Fuck you, Sony. First you do this, and now you let your fucking licenses, fuck you, expire. And they also own some of yeah, they also did this too. They let this expire. Fuck you, Sony. God. Okay. Now, the Blu-rays that are currently still available, but will probably go out of print kinda soon, this is their Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and Space Godzilla Blu-ray. This one's decent. Two solid movies. This one's especially good. Like, the fucking glare, but Mechagodzilla's especially good. Space Godzilla's okay. Not one of my favorites, but not bad. Okay, this one's fucking annoying. Alright, so Godzilla vs. Destroya. This is the first ever time Sony released a movie in America with the original Japanese audio, which made me happy because this is my favorite Godzilla movie. Like, versus Destroya, sorry if there's a glare. But this is my favorite Godzilla movie. However, after this movie was Godzilla 2000. Why the fuck is Mega Gyrus paired with Godzilla vs. Destroya? That doesn't make sense. And it's not even like this release is 2 discs or not. No, it's not. It's 1 disc. So they could have just... Why did they do that? Why did they pair these two? When this one's supposed to be like in between. God. Sony fucking morons. God damn it. Anyway, it's a solid release. Get these fucking Blu-rays before they go out of print. Jesus Christ. Especially this one. This is the Rebirth of Mothra trilogy. Not Godzilla, I know, but still Toho, and Mothra's awesome. And thanks to that one, I own every Mothra movie on Blu-ray. So thank you, Sony, for now. Until that goes out of print, get this Blu-ray right now. Go buy it right now. Okay. Godzilla 98. This was the first technical Godzilla movie I ever owned on, like, home media, mainly because this isn't my copy. My parent actually gave it to me whenever I was little and was just getting into Godzilla. He was like, oh, I have Godzilla on DVD. I'm like, cool, and he gave it to me, and this was it. This was that ugly motherfucker. Just watch my review. I don't like that movie. Fuck you, Rowan Emmerich, you douchebag. But one thing I wish I mentioned in my review was this. The soundtrack. I can't believe I missed the fucking soundtrack. It would have been a nice discussion piece, because this soundtrack is fucking weird, man. Like, obviously there's the one people joke about, which is the Come With Me cover, Puff Daddy, which is just Led Zeppelin Kashmir. He stole Led Zeppelin Kashmir and got Jimmy Page to play guitar on this fucking plagiarized song. But the best song on this album is No Shelter by Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine is fucking awesome, and I recommend listening to them. They only have 3 albums and 1 cover album, so not too much to listen to. But No Shelter is such a good song, and there's a lyric in it that literally makes fun of the Godzilla movie. So that's pretty funny. But my favorite track on here is actually Green Day's on it, and they put Brain Stew. But as you can see, it's the Godzilla remix. So what they did was, Green Day took Brain Stew from Insomniac, and they remixed it with an orchestra, and just added Godzilla's roars into the song. And look it up. It is the funniest shit if you're a Green Day fan, and a Godzilla fan, which I'm both. I wish I got back into Green Day, because if I got back into Green Day before I did my Godzilla 98 review, I would have definitely talked about this fucking soundtrack. I feel bad for not talking about it in the video, but hey, I'll talk about it now. It's weird as fuck, but the Brain Stew remix is the funniest shit, so check it out, I guess. Alright, now we're on to the Millennium era, I guess, and Godzilla 2000. This is a solid Blu-ray release. I'm not too sure why they made this singular. It comes with the Japanese and US edits, which is nice. Thank you, Sony. That's the only thing you did right with your Blu-rays. Now stop making them go out of print! But yeah, I recommend getting this one, especially get all the Toho Godzilla Collection Blu-rays that are not out of print yet, because holy fucking shit. But yeah, but of course, I do like that it advertises both US and Japanese versions. Nice, Sony. Nice. But get this when you can. And I fucking hate that Mega Gyrus, the movie after 2000, is paired up with Versus Destroya, my favorite, but the last with the Heisei, and 2000 is supposed to take place between these two, so it just looks weird on your DVD shelf when you want to put these movies in chronological order. It's like, ugh, so fucking annoying. But anyways, after this, they stopped doing the weird order thing, because this one's GMK, Giant Monsters All Attack, and Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, which is a solid movie. Both are great movies. Some of the best in the Millennium era. Though, I don't know why, but I feel like the picture quality on the GMK Blu-ray isn't the best. Like, it looks a bit blurry. But apart from that, it's solid. Not a bad release of the movie. Now, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. I wanted to play this game so bad when I was little, but I couldn't find it anywhere at, like, any of my nearest rental stores. And this isn't even the best version of it. It has only for GameCube, but a few months after this game came out, an Xbox version came out, which is slightly superior, and I want to try to get that version too. But versus Destroy All Monsters Melee, solid game, and I put it between Mechagodzilla and SOS, because this game actually came out the same year as Against Mechagodzilla, which is pretty sick. So, yeah. And of course, this Blu-ray I was really excited to get, because Tokyo SOS, solid movie, pretty decent. But Final Wars is the craziest shit. Watch this movie if you're a Godzilla fan, because holy fuck, it is awesome. The picture quality on the Sony Blu-rays is usually okay. The Final Wars one's decent, but I feel like they just took the DVD transfer and just upscaled it, so it doesn't look fully HD. But, I mean, it's better than nothing. At least they included the Japanese version, which I think they did that for the original Final Wars DVD too, which was pretty good. So yeah, Sony, fuck you. Stop making your Blu-rays go out of print. And to anyone who wants to buy the rights to any of these movies when they go out of print because Sony's license expire, buy these fucking movies. You're losing money. Fuck you, Sony. Alright. This is Godzilla Save the Earth. Good game. It's basically Destroy All Monsters, but slightly better. Space Godzilla. Fucking idiot. I recommend looking up the Japanese cover arts for both these games because they look amazing. They look like just the movie posters for Godzilla movies. It's beautiful. It's so fucking good. But yeah, good game, solid game. Those are the only 2 Godzilla games I have, by the way. I don't have anything else, unfortunately. I want to get Domination on GBA at some point, but it's a bit pricey nowadays. But I'll keep you guys updated on social media. Alright. Godzilla 2014. I feel like this movie gets a bit of a bad rep, mainly because Godzilla's barely in it, and it moves a bit slow, but when the monster action gets good at the end, it is fucking good. But the Blu-ray, unfortunately, makes it way too fucking dark. It is pitch fucking dark. In my review, I had to fucking brighten up the video quality. So, decent movie. I think Gareth Edwards did a solid job with it, and yeah, watch this definitely. It's better than this piece of shit. Shin Godzilla. This is the first Godzilla movie I saw in theaters. In fact, something I do with all the movies I see on in theaters, and I keep my movie ticket and I put it in the case. So there's my movie ticket for Shin Godzilla from October 11th, 2016. The first Godzilla movie I ever saw in theaters, and it's okay. Yeah, I mean it's a good movie. It's just personally not my thing, not what I want to see from a Godzilla movie, but it's solid. It's a well-made, well-crafted movie, and I respect it. So, yeah, this was released by Funimation, which don't have too many great things to say about Funimation, but it was a solid Blu-ray. I like that it's a black Blu-ray case. That's pretty sick. And this is currently the last Godzilla movie I own at this time until Godzilla vs. Kong comes out on Blu-ray, which I'll definitely get. The 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong. But this is Godzilla King of the Monsters, and just like Shin Godzilla, I saw it in theaters. Here's the ticket. And just an all-around fun-ass movie. So definitely check this one out. If you didn't like 2014 because you thought it was too slow and kind of boring, watch this one because I think it's a marginal improvement in terms of entertainment value. And Serge Tankian does a cover of Blue Oyster Cult's Godzilla, which is awesome. Look that up if you haven't heard it. And excuse me. Yeah, I was satisfied with this. It was a lot of fun in the theater, and yeah. So, as I've made clear on my YouTube channel and whatnot, I love Godzilla. I've been a Godzilla fan longer than I've been a Sonic fan. I'm probably a bigger Godzilla fan than I am a Sonic fan. And I figured I'd make a video showing off my collection. That's my cat's food, by the way. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching me gush about Godzilla for approximately 30 minutes. And thank you all for watching my content and whatnot. Again, I'm on a personal hiatus at the moment. I guess I'll make a video addressing the state of the channel in the future. Just personally not feeling like it right now, but hope you enjoyed this little thing of me showing off my Godzilla collection, and good luck to anyone trying to get every movie. It took me a long time to get all of them, but hey, you know, again, get the Sony Blu-rays before they're all out of print. Good luck getting Versus Biollante, get the Criterion collection, and yeah, check out the Godzilla 98 soundtrack too, especially the Green Day Brain Stew remix. But yeah, thank you for watching.